Hey crafty friends, welcome to day 4 of the 14 Days of Crafty Love 2023. Today we are going to be creating some altered bingo cards. So I have one already put together here for you. This is just a bingo card that I printed out on my computer. I just backed it on some scrap pattern paper just to give it a little bit more sturdiness. And I've done some inking on here. I added a little embellishment that I had already created with these little tickets. I added a little bow that was gifted to me, I believe last year for Valentine's Day. A little flower here, a little sentiment, and a couple little glitter stickers here. So super easy. You could pop this on the front of a card, a journal, put it in like your February daily or whatever, put it in your scrapbook, anything you want to do with it. Super easy to create these. So I already have this one already cut out and backed it with some red heart paper. And this one is about 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then I also printed out one a little bit bigger, and these came from papertraildesign.com. And this one is about 3.5. I'm sorry, did I say 3? 2 3/4 by 3 and a little over a half. So this one is 3.5 by 4.5. So I have a few things out on my desk to use. So I have my little container here with the buttons and brads and things that I want to use up. I've also added in a few cabochons, a couple chipboard pieces, little rings from the Dollar Tree that I got last year that I cut the backs off, a couple little wooden pieces, so I have a couple little extra things in there. And then from my stash, I had these embellishments that I had created, I want to say last year for my Valentine series. So I pulled those. I've got this tag that I created this year for my 6x6 challenge. This little banner was gifted to me in a Valentine's Day swap in this bow. So I have those next to me in case I want to grab one of these. I have that in the little Dollar Tree container with the red and pink and white and silver hearts and some bling. I've also pulled a piece of this pattern paper to back on the back of our bingo card. I've got my hot glue gun on. I have my adhesive and my foam dots or foam squares from the Dollar Tree. And then I have some of this pink snowflake trim from the Dollar Tree. And lastly, I had a lot of fun doing this in my planner. So I pulled out the acrylic block, some of my mild liners, and my little water pen to create some of those little blotches like I did on my planner. So lots of stuff on my desk around me. But let's go ahead and cut this out first. So I just like using my paper trimmer because I'm really awful about cutting a straight line. So I'm just going to, and my paper trimmer is not in the best shape right now. I need to get a new blade for it. So I'm going to be as gentle as I can be with it. So I've also printed these out on 110-pound cardstock. and made them very sturdy. But these I just printed off on regular printer paper that I had. Alright, so now we have a different size to use, and I am going to back it on this pattern paper just to give it a little bit more sturdiness. So I'm not even gonna pre-trim the paper. I'm just going to glue this straight down and then trim it out. And then we can get started on creating. So I enjoy inking because I think it just gives it a little bit extra dimension and some texture on your projects. But for this one, I'm actually going to not ink it because I have an idea for it. So we have our 2 bingo cards ready to decorate. So this one I've just inked in some black. It kind of helps tie these 2 pieces together as well. But we have that. And what I'm going to do first is I think I'm going to do a little bit of the ink on here. So I found the darker the highlighter, the better it showed up on your project. And you want to add a little bit of your water on here, and not too much. And then I'm just going to make sure that this is nice and clean, and stamp. So let's do, I'm not even going to clean my stamp block off, I'm just going to go over top of it. Let's do some of this pretty purpley pink. Super fun. And let's see, I'm going to do the light pink. The light pink is harder to show up. It doesn't show up as well. But we're going to add that little bit of a light pink. There we go. Oh, that showed up pretty well. I'm going to do a little bit more light pink. So this is a fun technique to use for your planner. You could use this on an ATC card, a greeting card, anything you want. It's just something fun to pull out your highlighters and have some fun. So I think I'm going to add one more, kind of fill the middle of this. Then we are going to let it sit and just give it a second to make sure it's good and dry. Alright, so we're just going to set that aside for now, and we're going to work on the little one. Alright, so for this one, I think I might want to use one of these embellishments like I did on this guy. Now, it would be cute to add our little page flag here. If this was going on like the outside of a journal or something, because it's quite chunky. But I also have this cute one with the dinosaur that's right chunky. Or we have the tag is pretty large. And then we have this little ticket here. I kind of like this one. Alright, so I think I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to add this straight down on to the bingo card because it already has a lot of dimension. so I don't need to add any more. So I'm going to hang it off of the edge a little bit. And I'm not worried about this covering up my bingo card too much. So we have that. We have some flowers. We could add the bow on here like we did here. So yeah, let's add this bow. This bow is so pretty with the gold wrapped around it. So we're going to add our little bow here. And then we need a sentiment. So I have friends or always. I think I kind of like friends. And these little sentiments I made using my Dymo label maker. I purchased this with a gift card for Christmas, and I absolutely love it. And it came with black, blue, and red paper. The trickiest part of this is peeling the sticker back. I'm going to grab my pokey tool and use that to try to help me get the sticker paper back. There we go. So I'm going to just tuck this in here, kind of hiding it underneath of that embellishment. There we go. Super cute. And then we can add a couple of jimmies on here. And we could add something in the middle of our bow. So we have like some cabochons. We could add, we have a little red button here. A little red heart button. We could add that. Let's see, I think this one's going to be too big. Yeah, that one's too big. Let's see, what else do we have? Well, that's kind of cute. Let's add that one. So let's add our little button here in the middle. And be careful because the glue will come up the holes and burn you. I don't have my little finger protector near me to use that. Alright, so super simple, super quick to make this. Alright, so we have these two ready. And let's work on this one. So let's see, we have this little tag, or we have our banner, the cute banner. Let's see, let's play around. We have this. I have this really large heart, this really large cabochon heart. I've got the cute lollipop that says "in love." I feel like we're kind of missing something here, but let's see. Let's try. I think I kind of like having this big heart here. So I think I'm going to add this down. I'm going to add a little bit of dimension behind that. And this tag I created with 6x6 papers for my challenge in January. And I used some different ribbons and stickers and things that I had in my stash. Alright, so let's add this here. And I'm going to add some glue to the back of this. Clean up those glue strings. Alright. So that's what we have so far. Let's see, I have some large flowers here. Could do a cluster with flowers. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm kind of thinking I like this little cluster of flowers here. Let's go with that. Alright, so for this, I want to get rid of the wire on the back, and I just use my little wire snippers from beading to get rid of that. So let's add that down first. This will definitely give this some dimension, so you wouldn't want to put this in your scrapbook or something. You'd want to put this like on the front of a card that you were going to be handing someone, or on the front of a journal. So I'm just going to tuck these around. And I kind of feel like that might be missing something. Let's see, do we have any other little flowers that we could tuck in? No, I kind of like it in the threes. I have so many glue strings on me. Alright, so we have that. Now, let's see, do we want to still add the always? I think that it's kind of looks nice how it is. We could add a button somewhere, because I am challenging myself to use up buttons. Let's add a button right there. There we go. I think I have so many glue strings because my glue gun just died. Don't you hate that? It dies in the middle of your video. Alright, so now I think I want to add a little bit of Wink of Stella on the flowers. So I'm just going to add a little sparkle to the flowers. It's going to be very faint. You could use like a mica mist, or you could use your Nuvo drops, anything like that. And then let's go ahead and add a couple of gems, thinking maybe a couple of pink ones. Tuck one there, and then maybe one up here. And then maybe we could add a red one in. There we go. Super cute. These turned out so cute. And it's a great way to use items that you have in your stash, your jimmies, your cabochons, embellishments that you might have in your stash, and a fun gift to give to someone. But I think this would be super cute on the front of a junk journal or mini album. And then we created this one here. And I love that I was able to use 2 of my buttons, which is my challenge for February. And then this was the one that I originally made. So I was able to use up 3 of my embellishments that I had already created and had in my stash. So love that. All right, guys, thanks a lot for stopping by and checking out day 4. Stay tuned for tomorrow, day 5, and we will be creating some hidden paper clips. So stay tuned for that. Thanks a lot, guys. Don't forget to like this video, and if you're not subscribed, I hope you will think about subscribing to check out more of my content. All right, guys, thanks so much. Bye.